Hello everyone and namaskar. Today's discourse is titled Guru Pranam, and again it's a continuation of the compilation titled Who is the Real Guru? I think all of you are well acquainted with one shloka. It is a shloka for Guru Pranam, but its import was never explained. It is Nityanandang Paramasukadang Kevalang Gyana Murtim Bishwatitang Gagana Sadrishang Tattva Masya Di La Sham. I offer my salutation to the Sadguru, who is the embodiment of absolute knowledge in the form of eternal bliss, who provides unending joy, whose periphery extends beyond the vast azure sky, beyond the last boundary of the universe, who is one without a second, one with the import, Thou art that, who is ever permanent, ever steadfast, ever spotless, the witness of all beyond the scope of thought, and free from the influence of the triple principles. Let me explain line by line. Nityanandam. What is Nityanandam? Paramapurusha is Nityanandam. Jivas enjoy Nityanandam and Vishyanandam. When one acquires something worldly, something mundane, one feels a sort of happiness, which is known as Vishyanandam. And when, by dint of one's spiritual practices and the grace of the Supreme, one enjoys spiritual happiness, it is known as Nityanandam. But for what reason is Paramapurusha creating the world? Why is he doing so much for created beings? Certainly for Anandam. He himself is also Ananda Swarupa, Ananda by nature. He created this universe for Anandam, and he himself is also Anandam. So his Anandam is created within, merged within, enjoyed within. For Paramapurusha, there are two kinds of Anandam, Nityanandam and Lilanandam. What is Nityanandam? Nityanandam is his self-satisfaction. The bliss that he enjoys from himself is Nityanandam. He was in Nityanandam, he is in Nityanandam, and he will be in Nityanandam. When there was no world, at that time also there was Nityanandam. And when in theory there will be no creation, he will still be in Nityanandam. And what is Lilanandam? When Saguna, attributional consciousness, or attributed consciousness was created, he, Saguna, wanted Lilanandam. He wanted to enjoy Lilanandam. And what is Lilanandam? He creates so many things, so many animate and inanimate objects, so many sons and daughters. And while playing with his sons and daughters, he gets a sort of pleasure. That pleasure is his Lilanandam. And spiritual aspirants who are intelligent know this fact. They know that everything in this world is his Lilanandam. He is playing for Lilanandam. So there should not be any worries and anxieties in this world. All things are different phases of his Lilanandam. In this shloka, the first word is Nityanandam. O Lord, who is always in Nityanandam. Nitya means of permanent nature. Anandam, which is of permanent nature, is Nityanandam. The next word is Paramasukadam. The happiness that a created being enjoys from mundane objects is also called Sukham. And all this Sukham comes from that Nityanandam entity. So he is Paramasukadam for the Jivas. Here the word is not Sukadam. The word is Paramasukadam. That is Sukha of maximum degree. Sukha to the zenith of its efficiency. Kevalang Gyana Murtim. What is the meaning of Kevalam? Kevalam means the only entity, the non-dualistic entity. That is, in his realm, in his jurisdiction, there is no second external entity. There is no scope for any Satan to be there. That is, there is no Satan. He is everything. He plays with his Vidyamaya and Avidyamaya. That's why Kevalam. Kevalam means the only entity, the only existence. And when one becomes one with him, one is said to be ensconced in Kevalya. Kevalya means Nirvakalpa Samadhi. That is, when one acquires Kevalahood, that is Kevalya. You should remember that the conception of Satan is against a non-dualistic philosophy. If we recognize a Satan, we are indirectly recognizing two Paramapurushas, one a good Paramapurusha and the other a very bad Paramapurusha, which is absurd. So there is no Satan. Only the misdeeds done by Avidyamaya are called Satan. And that Satan, as Avidyamaya, is part of Maya, the left hand of Maya. That is why Lord Krishna said, Devi Shesha Gunamayi Mama Maya Turatyaya Mama Eva Ye Prapadyante Maya Metang Tarantite. The divine force, Maya, is my power. Shakti Sa Shivasya Shakti. And those who have taken my shelter will easily surmount this Maya. Without divine help or divine aid, this Maya remains insurmountable. So in order to cross this Maya, one will have to take the shelter of Krishna, that is, Paramapurusha. Kevalang Jnanamurtim. Jnanamurtim means cognitive faculty personified cognition. Vishwatitang Gagana Sadrishang Tattva Masyadi Laksham. Vishwatitam. What is the meaning of Vishwatitang? When, as the objective counterpart of the Supreme Consciousness, something concrete is created, something under the strict supervision and bondage and fetters of the static principle, then that created being is called Vishwa. So Vishwa is his objective counterpart. And because Vishwa is his objective counterpart, he is above the jurisdiction of Vishwa. He is Vishwatitam. And just as there cannot be any spatial demarcation in the sky, so there cannot be any spatial demarcation within the macrocosm. That's why it has been said, Gagana Sadrisham. Tattva Masi plus Adi plus Laksham. Tattva Masi. Now when a spiritual aspirant contacts Paramapurusha and asks him, O Lord, who am I? Who am I? When this eternal question is placed before him, his reply is, Tattva Masi. Thou art that. That is, thou art the supreme entity. As I have said so many times, human sadhana is a movement from electronic imperfection to nuclear perfection. The nuclear perfection is that, and the electronic imperfection is you. You are that. The stage of R is your spiritual practice. You are that. You, that, are. This R is the gap to be bridged by sadhana. So you are that. The Guru's words, the Guru's secret instruction, or gospel, or text, or sermon is, O my little boy, O my little girl, thou art that. Tato Masya Dilaksham. Now the entity who always reminds you, O my little boy, O my little girl, thou art that, is the Guru. I think you understand. October 10, 1978, Patna, India. Thank you.